Hello and welcome to the show where perfect minds meet perfect bodies in an attempt to make a perfect couple and thereby win £40,000. This is Beauty and the Geek. We searched the tanning salons of the country to find these beautiful women, and we searched the nation's internet cafes to find these geeks. But this is not a dating show, this is a social experiment to see if beauties and geeks can help each other become a whole lot more. Can individuals with absolutely nothing in common learn from each other? Now find out what happens when you put together the beauty and the geek. Last week, Beauty and the Geek started with a bang. But it all ended in tears.
Yeah, I'm devastated.
Lots of tears. The group seemed to be living out the plot of a soap opera. There was shouting, beautiful girls, fighting, more girls, crying, girls, exhaustion, and crucially, girls. And there were still some geeks making up the numbers. Then the plot really thickened when we discovered who fancies who. Alex's partner Will likes Alyssa and Alyssa likes Will. Alyssa's partner Ben likes Sam, though Ed thinks that Sam is leading Ben on. And Terry thinks Sam fancies John. Sam seemed to like Ben until Alyssa nominated Ed and Sam for elimination. A decision that devastated gentle Ben. Natalie and Jamie seemed confident of victory and were crushed when underdogs Sam and Ed beat them in a tie-break question, which led to much rejoicing. Confused? You will be. This week's plot sees the boys dressing up, the girls dressing down, and partner swapping dinners. Oops. Before the next couple is eliminated from the castle. Celebrations after the elimination are cut short as Gates arrives.
Wants to be a party, I'm doing you for free. Here is the next challenge for the girls. From your first day at this castle, you have been dying to get your well-manicured fingers into the boys' beauty regime.
She means beauty regime.
Because you'll be giving the boys a total style makeover.
Yes!
The girls decide some late-night research on their boys' current wardrobe is in order.
This is his favourite yellow coat, the Michelin coat. He's never got that off of his back.
Got this item, which to me is it's a little bit countrified.
This he never has off of his head. God knows why he wears it, because it makes him look like an old man.
Not sure if this kind of thing, especially with the Ritz, is really going to impress Alyssa once he gets his kit off.
Right, we come to this one. Now, this is not really my style, and it's not really what I like, but I wouldn't say it's a completely untrendy hat.
Trainers look like he's worn them in every possible place where you can mess them up for about 4 or 5 years. Mr. Fleece Man, really practical, and I'll wear a fleece and a hat.
I don't know, I think he could look a bit younger, to be honest, yeah. And a bit less geeky as well.
As dawn breaks, the girls are already dreaming up their emperor's new clothes. Unfortunately for Alex, however, Will is still in the altogether.
No, you don't! You always walking naked!
Right, don't look.
I've seen your bum now about a billion times.
Well, you probably get it fucking waxed for me today.
Yeah, you're getting all fat and crap now.
I was kind of thinking with hair, like different, colours and stuff.
He'll just look like a completely different person when I've finished.
I'm really, really excited about this challenge. I can't wait to have a go at styling Will. It's just his clothes I'm going to sort out. And his hair a bit. And his fucking trainers.
After the break, it's geek chic as the guys are transformed. They feel the pain of looking good.
Oh, don't be soft. Gloves?
Yeah.
What are you going to do to me?
But the results are unbelievable.
I fancy him. He's hot. Very hot.
This week, the beauties have been challenged to transform the geeks into hunks. Kind of tricky, given the raw material.
It'll just look like a completely different person when I finish.
The girls start by getting the geeks out of their anoraks and into a little haute couture.
My goal with Will was to transform him into slightly more sophisticated, funky, very intelligent, but with that really good sense of style and charisma.
I look so shocked. I'm not going to bite you. Oh, sorry.
Right hands. At first, Alyssa got a bit concerned about how she didn't really have any idea.
Let's have a look at trousers. That's another thing I didn't look at.
Alyssa clearly has no idea. She's asking Ben for his advice.
Maybe this one. I'm thinking. I was about 90% in control of getting the outfits and the hair and all that and choosing and deciding what I was going to put him in.
I do like it.
That really suits you.
I can't go over the Liberace factor. Eventually she decided that looked too gay.
He just looked like a gay, really old-fashioned school teacher. So I kind of thought, avoid that. Oh, it's so difficult.
When I found out about the challenge to make over John, I was really excited. I knew exactly what I wanted to do.
I'm just going to go get me some women's jeans. Like that up, and then that goes round there.
The challenge was to make over your man, and the winner would have the guy with the biggest transformation.
You can see my nipples.
Ow. Try that on. I just want to see what it looks like on the shirt.
So you want me to try these on?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really, really good fun, obviously, to see what you could look like, you know, if you had all this money and time to spend on it.
You look like a gay icon. Put them on. I think Ed was a bit worried, actually, that I was going to do something to hurt him or make him look stupid.
I'm not sure what you make of that.
And I just said, trust me. We need to Essex you up a bit, I think. But unfortunately, the T-shirt is almost the same colour as you.
I like David Essex, if that's any consolation. My idea of smartening me up is, you know, putting on a slightly flashier striped shirt.
Are you serious, Will?
You don't mind if I'm trying it on over the top of my shirt, do you? Or does it have to be?
Yes, it does matter. Take the T-shirt off.
I understand the reason for you giving me girls' jeans. I've got small legs, but I also have male anatomy. You see what I mean?
I don't care, you can crush it. Have you got it on back to front? Put it on back to front. It's a bit confused, isn't it, really?
Will, show me how you walk normally. It looks like he's on a mission, quite off-putting as a female.
So what I want you to do is have a bit more swing and a bit more relax in your shoulders.
My main aim was to try and get him to relax in his own skin.
Do your walk and say something like, how you doing? Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I know I'm the bollocks. Oh, I've had too many drinks. Getting a bit tipsy now. Oh, there's a rather cute guy over there. Oh, I hope he comes over to me.
Is she talking to Will? Hey. Because the bloke in the background thinks he's pulled.
It's a bit too much.
Now the geeks must boldly go to the beauty salon.
Me and Sam have finally worked out how we have to operate as a couple, and basically we have to trust each other.
It won't hurt that much, Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying, if any bit's going to hurt, it's going to be this.
Did that hurt? Tell me that didn't hurt.
In a bit of pain and just some of the, you know, tweezing and so on your eyebrows, but nervous, not really.
You look like a girl.
I think probably the low point of the day for me was when I suddenly saw Alex strapping on a pair of latex gloves. Gloves? What the hell are you going to do to me? It was my face. And then she started advancing to me with these gloves on and then this kind of brown stuff all over her hands and sort of rubbing it in my face. I felt like I was snogging a balloon.
Your eyebrows have gone ginger though, so we need to wash it off there.
She seemed to be having a bit of a crisis of confidence herself, and that actually kind of made me a bit tense. How do I look? Does it look silly? Does it look silly?
Yeah, I think we've got to wash it off and start again.
Thought I'll chop all the hair off, shave his beard off.
Those razors don't cut you. They're designed not to cut you.
Yeah, that's what all razors claim.
You need your nose waxing as well. Just cut this off. Oh, don't be soft.
Just make him look really young. I knew that if you took all the hair away, he'd definitely look, you know, much better looking.
He's going to have, first of all, his eyebrows waxed because they meet in the middle, so he can't be trusted.
And once he'd had his eyelashes tinted, it brought the blue out in his eyes.
Blimey.
John went along with it really well, to be honest.
I think he was loving it.
It was basically like giving the girls a grown-up doll to play with, which I think they all loved.
I think you look much more manly. You know, you look a bit like a student at the moment.
Do you want to twist the knife anymore? I mean, please go ahead.
So what do the girls actually think of the boys' makeovers? Have the geeks got hip? Time to reveal all.
Work it like a bitch, Will.
I don't want you to be no slave. I don't want you to work all day.
Hey, how you doing?
This is Will. What I've done with Will is I thought that he dressed a bit too, not only conservative, but a bit older than his age, and also the fact that he was wearing things that were actually too big for him, so it wasn't showing off his physique.
I just think, why aren't these guys using their assets? I find it hard to get my head around why somebody wouldn't make the most of themselves.
He looked more relaxed and he actually looked a bit younger as well.
I think he looked like a bloody model, to be honest. Just keep that pose. Supermodel in the making.
I think maybe what this whole process is showing for me is that, you know, there really are no limits. If you want to make yourself look good as a guy, you know, there are no limits to it.
I definitely think Will's fanciable. I definitely would now. Right, ladies, after much deliberation of what Ed's style was going to be, he looks really cute, and I hope you agree. So, Ed, do you want to come and show the girls? So, it sort of speaks for himself. I just went for a bit funky, and he carries it off fantastically.
You feel confident, Ed?
Yeah.
You look really cute.
Yeah.
Definitely more fanciful, without a doubt.
Ed is normally somebody that you wouldn't really notice if you crossed them in the street. When I transformed him, he's the type of person that you would want to look twice at. And you would go, hang on a minute, he's really good looking, because he is.
Apparently I've got good bone structure in my face, so maybe I should make something of that. I'm quite happy with it all, actually.
I've given my man a drastic makeover, I think, but I think he looks really good. Jay, are you ready?
Oh. Hi, sexy.
Oh my God! Right, this is Jay. John is no longer. This is Jay, and I think you'll agree. It doesn't even look like John.
Can I do a little twirl?
And I also changed his name from John to Jay. I thought it sounded a bit more trendy.
I couldn't get over it. I could not believe my eyes, literally.
Because he's only 5'4", so it's very hard to find things for somebody of his size. But I think we did it.
When I came down the stairs, and the girls were like, "Oh my God!" Like they were saying I was a stud, and they were saying I was actually good looking. I'm glad that you like it.
I think he got into character quite well once I'd given him the makeover.
What about if you go back to uni looking like that?
If I saw someone like in Oxford like this, then I probably wouldn't talk to them. You know. But,
I would.
Yeah, but the fact of the matter is the girls wouldn't. I've learnt that now. Whenever I passed a reflective surface, I kept having to look in there just because I couldn't believe the person staring back.
Definitely more fanciable. I think he'll definitely get the women, and you know, I just think he looks absolutely amazing.
I had no idea I could pull this off. It's taken some hard work, and yeah, I think I look the part now.
He loved the fact that everyone was saying how good looking he was, and because Sam obviously fancies him, and I think he likes her.
I fancy him. He's hot. Very hot.
I tried hard with Ben today, and he was really good to work with. I just, you know, pushed out what maybe was hidden.
Oh my God! Oh my God! He looks like a film star. It's your hair.
Good afternoon, ladies.
Oh, this is freaky.
Wow.
It's like you're not even
It's
you.
weird, isn't it?
No one looks like themselves.
We basically put a colour on it to sort of make it more brown. We left the facial hair for a bit of rugged look, and because I didn't want him to look too sort of, you know, clean cut and everything like that, we kept the length at the back because, you know, he suits sort of hair, and I like hair on a man, so I think that's why we kept that.
Amazing.
Gorgeous.
I know I can look good, actually, if I bother to put the effort in. I'm not sure I could ever look that good. I feel it makes a really bold look, and it's one that I'm really happy with.
The makeover did help, for sure, because he's seen what he can be, or he can see that he can change in different ways if he wants to.
The all-new boys and still shocked girls jump into separate limos and head out into the night.
Oh, how exciting!
And then they spot a hitchhiker.
Who is it? Oh, it's on there.
Thank you very much, Geek.
How's it going?
Go on, tell us the worst.
Gentlemen, it is time to face your greatest fear, approaching girls in a trendy bar. With your newfound look and style, you must use your best chat-up lines to procure as many women's phone numbers as possible once you arrive at your location.
The girls and boys arrive at the club, and everyone now knows what tonight's challenge entails. The boys will have to chat up local girls and get their phone numbers. So it's time for some last-minute pulling advice from the experts.
How should I tackle it, Sugar?
Do you know what girls like, right? They love bad boys.
Who do I target?
Anyone you want.
Don't, whatever you do, come across too Tory.
Don't come across as annoying or someone who's trying to impress.
Don't give it chat-up lines.
Don't be smarmy.
Don't just go, hi, my name's Ed, can I have your phone number?
Don't be pervy.
Don't be pervy.
You know, be relaxed and smiley, be bubbly and lively, and add to the laughter.
Nice, down-to-earth, friendly, cool.
Funny. The
Funny.
main thing. Be
Nice,
funny,
friendly,
funny,
down-to-earth,
funny,
cool,
but not funny like
bad boy.
cringy.
But not cringy.
Don't call the girl sugar. Just no.
Sherbet?
No.
Licorice?
No. You need to be really cool. Not too cool, because they'll know that you're being fake. Because do you know what I mean? That's not who you are.
Hi. I just thought I'd come over and have a chat.
Hi, I'm Will. How are you ladies this evening? You're looking very nice.
Go for the pissed ones. The best thing ever, right, is to say I've just split up from my wife because she. Just pretend that you've had a wife. It doesn't matter, because if you've been married at the age of whatever, just lie about your age. Be yourself.
Just be yourself, it'll be cool.
Lie.
The sweets, being myself's been the reason for a lifetime of celibacy.
Wing it like we winged it yesterday.
After that unique insight, the nerds go in search of birds. Some, like Ed, who's never ever had a girlfriend, remember, need a little Dutch courage first. Whereas all John needs is a hearing aid.
Yeah, anyway, so what do you girls get up to? Like, what's,
Just having a quiet drink.
What, sorry?
Just having a quiet drink.
Huh?
Just having a quiet drink.
I'm Ed, how's it going? I'm Ed, how's it going?
Fine, I'm Heather, nice to meet you.
The first girl I talked to was the obvious one to talk to because she wasn't really involved in the conversation between the other two in her group.
Yeah, you got it often or? So it sounds really cliched, but...
It was just a case of going up, spinning some sort of background story and looking for an opportunity to take a phone number.
When was the best time to call?
Probably in the morning.
The reason I was keeping the girls entertained is that I've got a slightly awkward style and people don't know quite what's going to come out, and that seems to keep people entertained.
Do you mind if I, like, you know, tag along next time and like join in and stuff? Or is it? Sorry, that sounds really desperate, doesn't it? But like, you've got to start somewhere.
Will's not taking any chances, so goes for his tried and tested formula.
I would be willing to give you very quickly a taste of my massage magic. But will you give me your numbers?
You give me a massage.
Yeah.
And then I'll give you the other half.
All right, done deal.
So I was for these girls I'd never met before, you know, just sort of brushing up against their neck or whatever, but they loved it. They absolutely loved it.
I'm going to have to leave it there just because I haven't got too much time, but is that okay?
Ben's new rock star image seems to have pulled in some groupies.
I saw you from across the room and I thought I'd come over and say hi anyway. I looked around the room, there were 3 girls who looked like they were having a good time. I thought they might make a good target to start with, so I wandered over and struck up a conversation with them.
Well, my mates and I got up really early this morning and they've all collapsed and died, so sadly I'm out here all by myself.
That is the first time in my life, I think, that I have ever approached someone I didn't know in a bar and struck up a conversation with them.
Ben, the self-confessed disco monkey, thinks nothing can stop him now.
I can't stop now. Do I have to keep going?
Or can it?
But then John came up.
Sorry, is that an English accent I'm detecting?
Yes, it is.
So my thinking there was, I go over there, be confident and bubbly, and try and encourage him a bit.
I pick up accents very quickly as well, actually. Yeah.
It's a confidence thing. If you're in a bar and if you're used to kind of being in a bar and trying to chat to a girl and then someone else trying to muscle in, you know, you push the other guy away or whatever you do. I don't know what you do.
Honestly, it wasn't my intention to muscle in or anything. I was trying to help him out.
Let's be daring and go into a moonwalk.
I would never do that, and it felt totally alien.
All kind of fakes next, please.
And rather than try to coast the wave, I just kind of ran away and hid in the toilet. You know, I mean, it is fine. It's fine.
With Ben hiding in the toilets, little John cranks it up a gear with a very tall story.
I hope it wasn't the story that I invented that kind of attracted the girls.
I'm an actor. Yeah.
I do feel really bad about the fact that it was just all lies, but it worked in the end. I think she was really liking talking to me, and I was as well. But I was conscious of the fact that Will was just bombing around the place getting numbers.
Coming up, the girls discover that pulling geek style can be painful.
I hated it, absolutely hated it.
The boys continue pulling in the castle.
Gives me an excuse to ask you out.
I really want to get to know her more. I think there's loads to get to know.
And it all ends in serious tears. The boys have gone from geek to chic. With their new look has come a new confidence, and the local girls are impressed.
But will you give me your number?
I'm an actor. Yeah.
Silver-tongued Will is in the lead with an incredible 20 numbers. The reborn Ed has a cool 7, John a respectable 4, and Ben, who's still in the gents, has none. Now the girls arrive for the second part of this challenge. They must also do some pulling, and will gain a point for every drink they're bought. But they've been stripped of their makeup and forced to wear Oxfam. The couples with the highest total of drinks and phone numbers will win.
I found the challenge, in one sense, quite funny. I was just like, oh yeah, get me in there, this is going to be hilarious. On the other hand, it was very nerve-wracking.
What about if you buy me a vodka and lemonade?
I just found it incredibly difficult.
You're not going to buy me a drink?
It just made me question, really, the kind of world that we're living in. The fact that I need my makeup and my hair the way I like it to feel like I can project my real personality.
Don't worry, it's okay. Thanks.
Got out there in the bar and I thought, how the hell am I going to do this? So I just thought, right, every guy I look at, I'm going to keep focused on the eyes so he does not look down at the skirt and those awful shoes. And then I just had to keep saying, right, Alyssa, you know, it's a game, just get on with it and get the flipping drink.
Thank you so much, thank you.
I got 3 drinks, which was not bad.
They are so tight, it's a joke.
I just walked in the bar and yeah, people did still look at you. Whether or not it was because I was a misfit, I don't care. Makeup doesn't make who I am, it just improves who I am a bit on the outer surface. It's not inside.
There's nobody here that I can find to get me a drink. What shall I do?
I hated it, absolutely hated it. I wouldn't even want to walk around this castle looking like that, never mind go out to a nightclub. It's hard enough to get men to buy you drinks when you look nice, because men are so tight.
No one's really chatting us up, girl.
I think we all just felt like geeks, so the dynamics just were completely reversed.
None of the geeked-up girls could overhaul Will's tally, so he and Alex win, and will now choose both couples for the elimination.
It was a massive, massive relief winning last night. It was a big sort of, I just felt really elated for Will as well. I kind of let him down because I only got 1 drink. Yet again, Alex fails the challenge. But then I thought, well, Alex, don't downplay your part too much, because if it wasn't for you, Will would not be where he is today, which means you wouldn't be as a team.
The following morning, and after a night where only the geeks have left makeup on the pillows, it's down to some serious cramming. In tonight's elimination, the couples chosen by Will and Alex will face questions on beauty routines for the geeks and romantic literary couples for the beauties. However, just as the boys are learning exactly why fake tan smells like that, a surprise message arrives.
Good day, gentlemen. Today we have a new challenge for you.
You have now proved you can approach women. Now you need to work on what happens after that.
You're so gonna fucking love this. So today you have to invite one of the other girls for a romantic dinner.
Wow.
Oh, Oh, I wonder who you're going to be.
Yeah.
I think Ed will invite me out to dinner.
Right.
You know, because they're our next door neighbours and all.
This is ridiculous, but Sam.
I'm going to my room to revise now.
Have you read that?
Yeah. What do you think?
It's interesting, isn't it?
So what are you going to do?
What am I going to do? Invite one of the other girls to a romantic dinner, I guess.
Hi.
Yeah?
I wondered.
Yeah. What?
I wondered if I could ask you something.
What?
I could probably go with you.
Yeah. Because then at least we can have a laugh.
Do me the honour.
Yeah.
Of.
Not marriage.
Not just yet.
Right, yeah.
Perhaps the honour of joining me for a romantic dinner.
John might ask Sam, maybe. I don't know. Or Ben might ask Sam because he gets on quite well with her.
I'll see you at dinner then, Ed.
Yeah, that's it.
Dates. Go find John.
You want me to find John?
Go and tell him to read his note. Before Ben comes to find me.
You with John?
No, Slim.
You don't know what John is?
No.
At the moment I'm going through Dickens, Great Expectations.
I'm not sure it will come up because they're talking about romantic couples, and Pip and Estella is a weird one because Pip is like, he essentially, he falls in love with Estella and she doesn't really ever love him and destroys him. A bit close to the bone.
But she's often thought of him.
John, you been up to your room yet?
No? Is it what's going up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we'll say yes. Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, super. Well,
all right.
You've made a good decision.
Okay.
It'll be a very nice dinner.
Okay, cool.
Well, shall I? I'll
Thanks,
see you.
Will. All right.
Who are you asking?
Well, I went to ask Sam, but then she ran away, which I assume means she knew what was going on. I mean, it was like, you know, to be fair, I think I'd picked up on the, and she, I imagine she'll go with John.
That's probably what's going to end up happening, I think.
Have you heard about our challenge?
Yeah.
I think this is awesome.
Why?
It gives me an excuse to ask you out.
Aww. Yeah, that's nice. We haven't done it yet.
Anyway, let me have a minute.
Do you fancy having dinner with me tonight?
What? What are you on about? Tell me what it says in there.
It says, ask one of the girls for dinner with you.
Can we go out of the castle?
Don't know.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you fancy it?
Yeah, obviously. Then I won't have to be up for elimination.
I don't
Might
think.
let us out.
I don't think it means that at all. So you would like to come for dinner with me tonight?
Yes, I would then.
Cool. Okay. I might pick you up about 8 then.
Okay.
At first, like, I knew you were cute and everything, but that's not really what I look for in a girl. It was kind of when I saw the way that you went about that elimination and how bright you are that kind of got me excited.
Are you looking forward to it?
Yes, yes. But I do need to ask the advice of my love expert on the chaise longue, Alex Slater.
Hello, Will. Shouldn't you be on the chaise longue?
Oh,
I'm
yes,
a therapist.
You put the pissed into therapist yesterday, didn't you?
I'm an impoverished student, but I'm planning on getting some.
I don't care about money, but yes, I would love to go to dinner with you.
Thanks, Sam.
Dr. Love, what should I do?
Why don't you take her for a pre-walk before dinner and summon and seduce her on the river, on the balcony of the river?
Good Lord, Dr. Love, you're practicing some advanced operating techniques, I have to say.
We'll go and get some flowers then.
You know, you asked me out for a nice romantic dinner, and I thought that was so nice of you. Do you know what I found out?
What?
I'm your second choice. You asked Sam first.
I didn't ask Sam first. I went to and then didn't. So, okay. Do you want to have a seat?
Thanks, Ben. No, I don't mind really. It's all right. I'll forgive you.
You know, like,
you off.
basically all it is, yeah, is that, I mean,
You don't have to explain yourself. I'm not really bothered.
you're not bothered.
No, not at all.
It's dinner time, and the geeks are about to give a masterclass in how not to get laid. Please do not attempt any of this at home.
Oh, I want to cross my legs.
So we're definitely going to have a starter then.
Yeah, I think it's onion soup.
Do you like onion soup anyway?
Oops.
What you should really have said to me, Ed, is would you like a starter?
God, it's all going to come on. Oh dear.
Can you get more tidy, Will?
And I've just said to you, so are we having a starter?
You look lovely, by the way.
Thank you.
Really lovely.
Thank you.
Sorry, darling. Would you like a starter?
I would, thank you.
I prefer you the way you are now, just because you look better.
Will you test me on my questions, please?
Is this what we're going to spend the evening doing?
Yep.
What's wrong?
I thought I had a tissue in my pocket.
Oh, do you need a tissue?
I could use the napkin, but I think it would be a faux pas.
Oh, no, don't worry.
Oh, okay.
You know me, Ed, I'm not exactly the most...
What if we go up against one another? I'm going to spend all this time teaching you and making you better in order to be able to beat me.
Well, you know.
Have you been to Venice?
No.
I'd love to go there.
Really?
Well, I love the
because
idea,
of the...
yeah.
What are they called? The,
Gondolas?
Gondolas, that's it, yeah. And doesn't the water really smell?
I'm not all that clever, really. I got quite a quick mind and
a gassy stomach.
Will's going to be trying it on Melissa.
Yeah, more than trying it. I think he's going to play it cool, 'cause he said he was.
Okay.
But I think he's going to romance her in an alternative way.
An alternative way?
He's got a poem to read to her over dinner.
It goes like this. From time immemorial, coins were adorned with rulers' hearts, their own success dependent upon the toss of history's coin. The deep, dank moat of separation divided us from the start, forcing us asunder by its murky, fetid mass. You are Rapunzel in the tower. You are my damsel in distress.
5 minutes of distress, and this damsel is thinking, if I jump out of the window, will I survive?
And on the battlefield, the blood and spark and smoke subside. Only love stands undefeated.
11 minutes have passed, and Will is now just seconds away from being forked to death.
One errant knight and one beautiful consort at last unite in love. And fortune at last joins battle's shards of metal into two inseparable sides of just one glistening coin.
That was very good. Oh my god. That was really good. Some of it, I have to say, I didn't actually understand that well. But I mean, most of it I did understand. That was really, really good. That was, like, amazing.
You saw a guy walking...
But unbelievably, Will's poem, Shall I Compare Thee to a Form of Medieval Currency, turns out not to be the most embarrassing way to end the date. That distinction goes to Ben.
Some girls do it, don't they?
How am I going to find... Whoa! Excellent. Good work.
What did you do?
I didn't fucking do anything. The seat's falling apart.
Later, Will and Alyssa snuggle up in her bedroom, and all thoughts of their partners and £40,000 seem to have been banished.
I think that Alyssa has real hidden depths, actually. Our lips have touched. I sense that there's real electricity there, and I think inside her she's got a huge amount of passion. I really want to get to know her more. I think there's loads to get to know, and I really hope we get that chance.
However, Alex wants to ensure Will doesn't go soft over Alyssa.
For one, she's already stated that she's not particularly comfortable with pursuing something in front of the cameras. So how is another few days in this castle together going to establish any more or progress their relationship any further than it already is? I don't think it will.
Ben also seems very keen that Will doesn't shaft his partner.
One thing you mustn't let this gentleman do.
Yeah, is manipulate me.
I'm fully aware he's a gentleman, but he of course aroused us. We in response do not.
Exactly.
Because the relationship developed further. If the relationship is developed further again, and he now nominates us,
yeah, he will.
Having kept you up all night because he wants to spend time with you, he is then no longer a gentleman.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all I'd say.
That's so true.
It doesn't matter what they say. In the jealous games people play, our lips are sealed.
The time has come for Will and Alex to nominate the two couples who will face off in tonight's elimination.
The first couple that we've decided to put forward for elimination tonight is John and Terry.
The second couple that we've decided to nominate tonight, it's very, very difficult to make this decision, but they've shown us so much support throughout this competition, which makes it even harder. But the second nomination this evening is Alyssa and Ben.
The pressure has finally got to Alex. Will has been persuaded to nominate Ben and Alyssa as their strongest rivals. Once again, Alex's head has ruled his heart. Coming up, it's the toughest elimination the couples have ever had to watch. Can Terry and John produce an upset, or will Ben and Alyssa emerge victorious once more? It's the elimination, with Ben and Alyssa facing off against Terry and John. Up first, it's the girls facing questions on romantic literary couples.
Terry, name the missing romantic partner. Lady Chatterley and who?
I don't know. Lord Chatterley, I don't know.
Incorrect. The answer is Mellors.
Despite her extensive revision, Terry stumbles at the very first hurdle.
Alyssa, name the missing romantic partner. Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. Catherine and who?
Heathcliff.
That's correct.
Terry, Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Elizabeth Bennet and who?
Mr. Darcy.
That's correct.
Alyssa, Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell. Scarlett O'Hara and who?
I don't know.
The answer is Rhett Butler.
Alyssa misses the chance to take the lead, and the scores are level.
Terry, Othello by William Shakespeare. Othello and who?
Desdemona.
That's correct.
Alyssa, Notre Dame de Paris by Victor Hugo. Quasimodo and who?
Don't know.
Answers Esmeralda.
Okay.
Clearly distracted by the world's thickest French accent, Alyssa lets another question slip. Terry and John are in the lead 2-1, and so Ben seriously needs to pull it out of the beauty bag.
John, according to beauty professionals, what treatment must you give your skin before applying a fake tan?
Exfoliation. You must exfoliate the skin.
Correct.
With the scores now 3-1, it looks like John's fake tan has paid dividends.
Ben, the thickened layer of skin surrounding the fingernails, often softened and treated during a manicure, is called what?
The cuticle.
Correct.
Ben makes it 3-2, but is it too late for a comeback?
John, the two main methods for eyebrow shaping are what?
Plucking and waxing.
That's correct.
4-2, and Ben must now answer correctly or go home.
Ben, shaving brushes are traditionally made from the hair of which animal?
The badger.
Correct.
Ben saved himself and his partner for now, but if John gets his final question right, he and Terry will have won.
The type of makeup specifically designed to disguise spots and blemishes is called what?
Concealer.
That's correct.
He's done it. Against the odds, Little John topples Big Ben. Ben's putting on a brave face, and Alyssa isn't. They were thought to be unbeatable, and no one gave John and Terry a chance in tonight's head-to-head. So there's amazement all round. Even Terry herself can scarcely believe it. Her hours of intensive revision have paid off, and for the second elimination in a row, the couple most hotly tipped for victory are out.
It's been a pleasure.
Sorry I helped you now. Will's sorry Ben helped Terry too.
I think I did actually say, you know, we can be nice to them, but you can bet your ass that if they come to make the decision again, they'll kick us out without a moment's hesitation. And they did.
Ben is a sore loser.
Oh, leave him be, poor guy.
I went over to give him a hug and, you know, Ginger went,
Sorry I helped you now.
sorry I helped you now.
And I'm really looking forward to spending some time with the three couples that are left now.
You mean Sam?
I've enjoyed everyone here, all their company, and I think they're all really lovely people. Will is absolutely lovely, and it would be nice to keep in contact with him.
As the couples are reunited after Alyssa's departure, Will is keeping a stiff upper lip. But Terry's got a suggestion to put a smile back on his face.
Will, are you gutted?
I'm all right.
Can have me instead.
And once again, the girls are geek swapping. Next time,
Toothpaste.
the couples face their toughest challenge yet.
Come on, 20 seconds, maximum attack.
It will require speed,
Such a bullshit challenge.
teamwork,
I'm going to have so much fun with this.
and of course, nudity. Find out which two couples will make it to the grand final.
I've got the brains, you've got the look. Let's make lots of money.
There we go. Chantal Houghton will be living the dream here on E4 tomorrow.